Welcome back to our channel, coin collectors and history enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of Jefferson nickels. These coins have been in circulation since 1938, and while millions were minted, there are some rare and valuable ones you should definitely keep an eye out for. In this video, we'll explore the top 7 Jefferson nickels that every collector dreams of finding, including their history, design details, and what makes them so valuable. So let's get started. 1959 Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. The coin features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States, on the obverse designed by Felix Schlag. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's famous Virginia estate. By 1959, the Jefferson nickel had been in circulation for over 2 decades. That year didn't bring any significant design changes, but it did continue the tradition of minting millions of these nickels for everyday use. However, what makes the 1959 Jefferson nickel particularly interesting to collectors is the potential for rare varieties and high-grade specimens. Let's take a closer look at the design. On the obverse, you'll see the familiar left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson with the words "In God We Trust" to the left, "Liberty" to the right, and the year 1959 just below the portrait. The reverse features the image of Monticello with "E Pluribus Unum" at the top, United States of America at the bottom, and 5 cents directly beneath Monticello. The coin's composition remained unchanged from earlier years, being made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, weighing 5 grams. In 1959, Jefferson nickels were minted at 2 locations, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, while those from Denver bear a small d mint mark to the right of Monticello on the reverse. The Philadelphia mint produced around 27.5 million nickels in 1959, while the Denver mint struck approximately 160 million. Although these numbers seem high, finding high-grade examples with strong strikes and full steps on Monticello can be challenging. The full steps designation refers to the clarity of the steps on Monticello, which is a key factor in determining the coin's value. Now, let's talk about value. The value of a 1959 Jefferson nickel can vary greatly depending on its condition and whether it has the full steps designation. In circulated condition, these nickels are generally worth around face value, which is 5 cents. However, in uncirculated condition without full steps, they can range from $0.50 to $5 depending on the grade. For those elusive full steps nickels, the value increases significantly. A high-grade example with full steps can fetch anywhere from $20 to over $100 depending on the grade and the market demand. Some of the highest graded coins with full steps have even been known to sell for several $100s at auctions. 1995 Jefferson nickel. 1995, the Jefferson nickel had been in circulation for nearly 6 decades and it was still going strong. The coin maintained its classic design with only a few modifications over the years, such as slight changes in the details of Monticello and Jefferson's profile. The 1995 Jefferson nickel was minted in 3 locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia mint produced the largest number of these coins, identified by the lack of a mint mark. The Denver mint coins bear a D mint mark, and the San Francisco coins produced for proof sets carry the S mint mark. The 1995 Jefferson nickel continues the iconic design. On the obverse, you'll find a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson, along with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty" and the year 1995. The reverse features an image of Monticello, along with the words "E Pluribus Unum United States of America" and 5 cents. The coin is composed of a cupro-nickel alloy with 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 5 grams and has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters. Its reeded edge has remained unchanged since the nickel's introduction. The mintage numbers for the 1995 Jefferson nickel are significant, with approximately 807 million coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint and about 1.2 billion at the Denver Mint. The San Francisco Mint, known for its proof coins, produced nearly 2.2 million coins, which are highly sought after by collectors for their high-quality finish. While the 1995 Jefferson nickel is not considered rare, the condition of the coin can greatly impact its value. Coins in uncirculated condition or with high grades from grading services like PCGS or NGC are particularly valuable. So what is the 1995 Jefferson nickel worth today? The value of this coin varies depending on its condition and mint mark. Circulated coins, most 1995 Jefferson nickels found in circulation are worth face value just 5 cents. Uncirculated coins in mint condition with no signs of wear can be worth anywhere from 25 cents to a few dollars. Proof coins, the 1995 S-proof Jefferson nickels, are typically valued between $1 and $5 depending on their condition. High-grade coins that have been professionally graded and received a high grade such as MS67 or MS68 can command higher prices, sometimes ranging from $20 to $100 or more, depending on the market. If you're looking to add the 1995 Jefferson nickel to your collection, here are a few tips. Check for errors. Some 1995 Jefferson nickels may have mint errors such as off-center strikes or die cracks, which can significantly increase their value. Look for proof sets. Consider purchasing a 1995 proof set from the U.S. Mint, which includes the 1995 S. Jefferson nickel in pristine condition. Consider grading. If you have a 1995 Jefferson nickel in exceptional condition, consider having it graded by a professional service to determine its true value. 1981 Jefferson nickel. The 1981 Jefferson nickel was minted during an era when the U.S. Mint was producing large quantities of coins to meet the demands of a growing economy. This year falls within the broader series of Jefferson nickels produced between 1965 and 2003, known for their consistent design and widespread circulation. In 1981, Jefferson nickels were minted at 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced coins for general circulation, while the San Francisco mint produced proof coins for collectors. Philadelphia minted coins have no mint mark, Denver coins bear a D mint mark, and San Francisco proof coins feature an S mint mark. The design of the 1981 Jefferson nickel is a continuation of the classic look introduced in 1938. On the obverse, we see a left-facing profile of Thomas Jefferson with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty" in the year 1981. The reverse depicts Monticello with the inscriptions "E Pluribus Unum United States of America" and 5 cents. The coin is made from a copper-nickel composition with 75% copper and 25% nickel. It has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters and a weight of 5 grams. The edge of the coin is smooth, without any reading. The mintage numbers for the 1981 Jefferson nickel are significant. Approximately 664 million coins were minted at the Philadelphia Mint, and around 563 million coins were minted at the Denver Mint. The San Francisco Mint produced about 4 million proof coins, which are highly valued by collectors for their sharp details and mirror-like finish. While the 1981 Jefferson nickel is not considered rare due to its large mintage, the condition of the coin can significantly impact its value. High-grade coins, particularly those in uncirculated condition or proof coins, are more valuable to collectors. 1987 Jefferson nickel. The 1987 Jefferson nickel continued the tradition of showcasing Jefferson's profile in his historic home, Monticello. This year's production came at a time when the U.S. Mint was maintaining large production runs to meet the demands of a growing population and economy. In 1987, the Jefferson nickel was minted at 2 primary locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The coins from Philadelphia do not carry a mint mark, while those from Denver are marked with a D. Additionally, proof coins were produced at the San Francisco Mint, and these are marked with an S. The design of the 1987 Jefferson nickel remains true to the original design from 1938. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty" and the year 1987. The reverse depicts Monticello, Jefferson's plantation home, along with the inscriptions "E Pluribus Unum United States of America" and 5 cents. This coin is composed of a copper-nickel alloy consisting of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, a thickness of 1.95 millimeters, and weighs 5 grams. The coin's edge is smooth, which is consistent with the design of all Jefferson nickels. The 1987 Jefferson nickel had a substantial mintage, with nearly 654 million coins produced at the Philadelphia Mint and approximately 655 million at the Denver Mint. The San Francisco Mint produced around 4.2 million proof coins that year, intended for collectors rather than general circulation. Given these high mintage numbers, the 1987 Jefferson nickel is not particularly rare, but as with all coins, its value can vary significantly based on condition, mint mark, and whether it's a proof or regular strike coin. 1983 Jefferson nickel. The 1983 Jefferson nickel was minted during a period of significant production at the U.S. Mint, as the economy of the early 1980s saw a high demand for coins. This year was notable for its relatively high mintage numbers, reflecting the Mint's efforts to meet the needs of the growing American economy. In 1983, the Jefferson nickel was produced at 2 primary locations, Philadelphia and Denver. The Philadelphia minted coins do not have a mint mark, while those minted in Denver are marked with a D. Unlike some other years, no proof coins were produced in San Francisco in 1983, making this year unique in that regard. The design of the 1983 Jefferson nickel is a continuation of the classic look that was introduced in 1938. The obverse features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson with the inscriptions "In God We Trust, Liberty" in the year 1983. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's famous plantation home, along with the inscriptions "E Pluribus Unum United States of America" and 5 cents. This coin is composed of a cupro-nickel alloy made up of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It has a diameter of 21.2 millimeters, a thickness of 1.95 millimeters, and weighs 5 grams. The coin's edge is smooth, consistent with all Jefferson nickels. The 1983 Jefferson nickel had substantial mintage numbers. Approximately 647 million coins were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, while the Denver Mint produced around 536 million coins. These high mintage numbers mean that the 1983 Jefferson nickel is not considered rare, and many examples can still be found in circulation today. Despite the large mintage, finding high-quality examples of the 1983 Jefferson nickel can be challenging due to widespread circulation. Many coins from this year exhibit significant wear, making uncirculated or high-grade specimens more desirable to collectors. Let's talk about the current value of the 1983 Jefferson nickel. The value varies depending on the coin's condition and whether it has been professionally graded. Circulated coins, most 1983 Jefferson nickels found in circulation are worth their face value of 5 cents. However, coins in better than average condition can sell for slightly more to collectors. 1984 Jefferson nickel. In 1984, the U.S. Mint produced over 1 billion Jefferson nickels across its Philadelphia and Denver facilities. Specifically, the Philadelphia Mint struck approximately 746 million coins, while the Denver Mint produced about 629 million. While these numbers might seem high, it's important to remember that not all nickels were created equal. Some coins from this year feature unique characteristics that can significantly impact their value. One of the key things to look out for in the 1984 Jefferson nickel is any minting errors or high-grade specimens. Coins that were struck off-center, have a double die, or feature other anomalies can be worth much more than their face value. For instance, a well-preserved 1984 nickel with a full steps designation, a feature where the steps on Monticello are fully visible, can fetch a premium among collectors. Now let's talk value. For most circulated 1984 nickels, the value is typically around 5 to 10 cents. However, uncirculated examples, especially those graded MS65 or higher, can range from $1 to $10 depending on the coin's condition. And as we mentioned earlier, coins with full steps can command even higher prices, sometimes exceeding $50 for the right coin. If you happen to come across a rare error coin, the value could skyrocket depending on the nature and rarity of the error. So, how can you get your hands on a 1984 Jefferson nickel? Start by checking your change or going through coin rolls. You never know what you might find. And remember, even if your nickel isn't a rare variety, it's still a piece of American history that's worth holding on to. 1946 Jefferson nickel. The 1946 Jefferson nickel holds a special place in U.S. history as it was minted in the immediate aftermath of World War II. The Jefferson nickel had been introduced in 1938, featuring the same design we know today, a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his Monticello estate on the reverse. But what's particularly significant about the 1946 nickel is that it was the first year after the U.S. Mint ceased producing the wartime silver nickels during the war. Nickel, a critical material for military manufacturing, was replaced with a silver alloy in nickels. But by 1946, the Mint had returned to the traditional composition of 75% copper and 25% nickel. In 1946, the U.S. Mint produced Jefferson nickels at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia Mint led the way with over 161 million coins produced, followed by Denver with about 45 million, and San Francisco with approximately 13.5 million. Unlike the wartime nickels, these coins didn't contain any silver, and they also didn't feature the large mint mark above Monticello. Instead, the mint marks, if present, can be found to the right of Monticello. One thing that makes coin collecting so fascinating is the potential for finding rare variants or mint errors. The 1946 Jefferson nickel is no exception. While there aren't any major known errors for this year, you can still find some interesting varieties, such as nickels with misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or weak strikes that can add to a coin's value. Additionally, coins with a full steps designation, where the steps on Monticello are fully visible without any wear, are highly sought after by collectors and can command a premium. Now let's talk value. In general, circulated 1946 Jefferson nickels are fairly common and can be worth between 10 and 25 cents, depending on their condition. However, if you have a well-preserved, uncirculated coin, the value can range from $2 to $15. The most valuable examples are those that have been graded MS65 or higher with full steps. These coins can fetch prices of $50 or more at auction. Of course, if you happen to find a rare error or variant, the value could be significantly higher. If you're looking to add a 1946 Jefferson nickel to your collection, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, always check the coin's condition. Look for wear on Jefferson's face in Monticello and see if the steps on the reverse are fully defined. If you're lucky enough to find a coin with full steps, it could be worth much more than an average nickel. You can also search for coins from each mint: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco to complete a set. And there you have it, a detailed look at the 1946 Jefferson nickel. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, this coin is a great piece of history to add to your collection. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with other coin enthusiasts. Don't forget to leave a comment below if you found any interesting 1946 nickels or if you have any questions about this coin. Until